Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining. Joining us, it's the end. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now, Golden State's starting five. They've got John Morant. He's out there with Jay. And it's Tillman in at the center. And for the Jazz, here we go. They've got Michael Porter. Booker out there with Skinny. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Klingon in at the five, roaming the paint. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams I feel are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Morant with it, Klingon defending. Lock at 6. Here's Jay. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here is Skinny. His last outing, he had 24 points. Inside. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I tell you, not only does Klingon set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. The topic at hand, John Morant. His ability to completely dominate at times because he's so athletic and aggressive. Coach said we can't let him live in the lane. We have to keep bodies in front of him and make him work for everything he gets. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Morant. Good D by Booker. The Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Porter. And then Porter with the chance.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jay, and he makes good on the layup.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Jazz leading by 4. They're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Skinny. Puts up a deep 3. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Jim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
5 on the clock. Morant with the bucket.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Booker outside. Launches it. No good on that one. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to New York.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Yeah, you know, it simply comes down to effort. They were out-willed, and that just can't happen.
Now, here's Porter. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Jovic. Back to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Utah leading by 7. Skinny the pass to Booker. No good that time. Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Sends the ball, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Wizards. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Holmgren outside. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by Booker.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
To the paint. Here's Tillman. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
For 3, Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And over the course of his career, Book has never been afraid to pull the trigger from deep. He has supreme confidence in that jumper.
Here's Jovic. Still yet to score. The 3 from Morant. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Morant against Booker. Pass to Skinny. Takes the 3. Here's Klingon. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Morant against Booker. A jump hook. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Pass to Klingon. Here's Skinny. A nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now a 10-point Jazz lead.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Donovan Klingon. Bol comes in for Chet Holmgren. Jackson, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Fears is subbed in for Devin Booker. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Jay. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Jazz. And Fears has it in the corner. For three. Warriors with the rebound. Melton feeling it out a bit on the wing. Jones. Pass to Jay. Edwards kicks to Melton. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Utah leading by 7. Down low, here's Jackson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high-percentage looks.
Now here's Jones. Still without a basket. Pass to Craig. Now here's Barrett. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
That's a great look by Barrett right there. A wing who continues to improve as a distributor.
Now Fears. Pass to Bull. And he banks in the layup. And the Jazz lead by 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Edwards. Here's Barrett. Shot clock at 6. To the wing right side. And stolen by Bull. Here's Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
You notice how decisive Fears' drive is. He's fully committed when going downhill.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Pass to Barrett. To the inside. Here's Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a chance here to check out some stats for John Morant.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Jazz leading by 10. Pass to Skinny. Jackson a screen on Melton. Now Fears. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
With the drive. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Barrett's showing you some toughness there. He's able to absorb the contact and still convert.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
Now here's Jones. He has yet to score. Pass to Craig. There's the triple. And it's Utah with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Capella. Here is Skinny. He's guarded by Melton. Count it. Skinny's got 7.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Craig. Craig sets the screen for Barrett. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Jazz leading by 10. To the middle. It's stolen by Barrett. Melton with the ball. From deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Fears. Here is Skinny. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Utah out in front. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Booker out there with Skinny. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Porter. And it's Holmgren in at the power forward position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. And so Booker will bring it up for Utah. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. to Skinny. The three. Here's Klingon. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And simply put, Donovan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Morant against Booker. Pass to Jay. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Now, here's Morant for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Jay. And again, no good by Golden State. Utah leading by 18. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Since the All-Star break, these have been the best three-point shooters of the NBA's freshman crop. Well, you look at Jay, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
And his shot starting to fall consistently here the second half of the season. Credit him for staying in the gym, putting in the work, and continuing his development.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the run. It's rebounded by Skinny.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Porter, no luck. Warriors trailed by 21. Morant outside. They set the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to Skinny. No good on the triple.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Jay. He has 6. Jovic, no good. Outside, Porter. Pass to Booker. Back to Porter. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Here's Skinny. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Tillman. Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Left side, Porter. Pass to Booker. Here is Skinny. Now, here's Porter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. He's one of the standouts over the last month. Averaging about 19 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
You want to be a successful team in this league, you need to find someone that you can feed the ball to and count on to score.
Pass to Jay. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Porter looking it over. Booker up top, guarded by Morant. No good from Booker. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morant passes to Jovic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Holmgren. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bol comes in for Donovan Clingan. And Fears is subbed in for Porter. The Warriors also with a sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Tillman.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Inside. Bull can't hit. Warriors trail by 21. Here's Jay. He's got 6. Here's Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got his second bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Bull. Now Fears. Booker is screen on Morant. No problems knocking that one down. Fears has got his second basket of the night.
That's a shot defenses are going to let Fears take. So the rookie making those will be a benefit.
Morant left side. And Fears pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
To the paint. It's intercepted. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Morant puts constant pressure on the defense. I'm actually surprised he doesn't get fouled more.
First trip to the line for him here.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
No good on that.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Utah. Gigi Jackson comes in for Skinny. Good on the second free throw. Jazz leading by 21. Booker is screen on Morant. Pass to Booker, and here is Capella. Now Fears. 5 to shoot. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Edwards rebounded by Morant.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Now, Craig. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Jackson for the finish. And Jackson throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Edwards dishes to Barrett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jones is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
When you look at the development of R.J. Barrett, he has really developed into a reliable scorer.
Jay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, easy call.
For Utah, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
First one falls for him. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Barrett. Back to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Now, here's Capella. Now, here's Booker. He's guarded by Melton. Ball is screen on Jones. Fierce's shot is off. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jones, the pass to Craig. Here's Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And stolen by Melton. Down low, here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. This Warriors squad struggling. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Edwards. A rebound by the Jazz. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. On the wing, Booker. To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Capella.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
He doesn't get the second one.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Pass to Booker. Ball, a screen on Melton. It's stolen by Edwards. On the wing, Melton. Defended by Booker. Onside, Barrett. Right side, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Edwards kicks to Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Jackson against Edwards. Jackson misses. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Pass to Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barrett's got 6. And so it's the Utah Jazz cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Utah Jazz.
They're dominating on the backboards, just having their way out there, Shaq.
Out muscling, out tussling, out fussling, out schmuscling. It's no wonder why they're in front.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. And Hooper No Bloopers wants to know, it seems like you guys have a blast working together. How much do you love your jobs?
Best job in the world, getting paid to come in and roast Kenny on a daily basis. What's not to love? But don't you try and do it on social media. I have his back.
Well, you know what? I'll dish it right back at you, Shaq. But I agree, this job is the best, seriously. I mean, how often and how easy and how lucky we are to get to be here and do what we do, Arnie.
Well said, guys. That was right from the heart, I could tell. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
And the Warriors with possession here. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Jay out there with John Morant. And it sends the ball in at the small forward. Pass to Tillman. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jay. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. Oh, you look at Jay, 3rd in assists and a great leader.
Really starting to connect with his teammates. I mean, a really heads-up player
Take a break.
for a rookie.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Jazz leading by 21. Booker looking around. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Klingen's got 11 points.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Inside, Klingen with the steal. Here's Porter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And Jovic gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Here's Jay. He's got 7, pocket 4. The 17-footer. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Booker against Morant. Fires the 3. Klingen's shot is off.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Morant passes to Jay. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It doesn't go for him. Booker outside. Floats it up for Holmgren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Chance to check out the stats for Ja Morant. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's around 18 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
Well, he is consistently stringing great performances together, and when he gets cooking, just keep giving him the ball.
Pass to Booker. Over Morant, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back to you, Kevin.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security's everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Trains the three-pointer.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Klingon finds Holmgren. Morant against Booker. And a wide-open look for Porter. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Porter's got 14 points.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Morant.
At the line for two.
Sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Tim, walk me down the Donovan Klingon pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a two-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
Morant looking around. Shot from 12, and it's Golden State with another.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Morant outside. There's the screen to the left side wing. Jovic, good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jovic has got 10.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it's Donovan Klingon with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Fears he's checked in for Utah. The Warriors also with a sub. They're checked in for Tillman. Warriors trailed by 19. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Jackson's checked in. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves in the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. You take a look at Klingon, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Jay.
And they've each come into their own, I think, as rebounders during this stretch. I think they're getting used to the more physical nature of the NBA.
Here's Sensabaugh. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
We are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Jay, the pass to Barrett. Morant left side. And Fears pulls it down. Right wing. Here's Skinny. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 17 points for Skinny.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Barrett kicks to Morant. Three-pointer. Rebound, Utah. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Pass to Jovic. Morant outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Jeremiah Fears.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw for the Jazz. Clint Capella comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Bull in for Porter. And he's good on the second. Jazz leading by 21. Pass to Bull. Jazz passing it around to the wing on the left. Capella with a screen on Jones. Here's Fears. Here's Capella. Warriors with the rebound. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game. Melton passes to Morant. And here's Edwards. And he drives in. Lets it fly. A good-looking shot from the wing. Morant's got 8 here in the quarter.
This is what Morant does best. A natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Here's Fears. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
That's what he gives you. A big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Nobody near Melton. That 3 off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Skinny. No good on the 3. Warriors trail by 21. Jones dishes to Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
It's the second from the line. Utah leading by 20. Now Fears. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Skinny. Fires for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Edwards got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Morant. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Fear. Defended by Jones. Jackson kicks the ball. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length. And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Capella. Here is Skinny, down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. Craig pulls it in.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Shot left block. Melton, no good.
And that's a blown opportunity in close. He'd sure like to have that one back.
A nice shot by Pierce.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Morant against Jackson. Pass to Craig. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray. Craig's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bull with the bounce pass. Outside Jackson. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got 8 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Chet Holmgren out there with Donovan Clingan. Then it's Porter. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Skinny in at shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah.
And Booker gets that shot off so quickly.
Pass to Jay. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Here's Skinny. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Skinny's got 20 points.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Here's Jay. No good with the layup. Utah leading by 23. Skinny the pass to Booker. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
Sends the ball no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Clingan the screen for Booker. Stolen away. Shot to stop the run. Here's Jay. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Booker. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Then for the Warriors, Hendricks is checked in, and Harris subbed in for Jay. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Melton with the steal. Over to the left wing. Here's Hendricks. Off target from three-point range. Utah leading by 23. Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Harris. Here's Jovic, covered by Biyombo. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Melton, no good. For Utah, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Carter with a screen on Harris. Works for 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Hendricks can't get it to go. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Golden State. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a full stretch offensively, for sure.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Harris against Burks. Carter left side. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Here's Sensabaugh. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. Carter against Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
He's off on the first. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Pass to Biyombo. Here is Skinny from downtown. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Melton kicks to Morant. For the 3. It's rebounded by Skinny. Skinny's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Morant outside. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
shot's good by Booker.
So Booker's strength is underrated, and it was on display with that finish.
Morant outside. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Utah. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Booker. Holmgren outside. Here's Skinny. Offline with his three. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Jones kicks to Edwards. Floats it up there for Morant. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Here's Biyombo. Holmgren gets the bucket. Holmgren's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morant outside. Pass to Jones. Porter against Melton. Morant outside. 20 feet out. Rebounded by the Jazz. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Booker the pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
The Warriors shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. To the paint. And stolen by Biyombo. To the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Well, he's just too long and too quick off the floor. That was an easy one for Holmgren.
And Morant's got the ball here for Golden State. Pass to Tillman. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Utah. The Warriors also with a sub. Craig's checked in. Pass to Capella. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Craig sets the screen for Morant to end the cold streak. The rebound by the Jazz. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Capella, the pass to Skinny. Holmgren against Jones. There's Porter with the 3, kept alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Edwards finds Melton.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Craig sets the screen for Jones. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Good D by Booker. Here is Skinny. Jacks up a 3. And Devin Booker hits from deep. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Morant left side. Melton against Porter. 4 on the clock. Morant kicks to Craig. And the Warriors miss again.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Skinny.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
In the corner, it's Melton. And Craig has it in the corner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Porter passes to Booker. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Skinny.